Hi, I'm Harish Koteti and welcome back to my channel. Uh, Welcome back to my channel. I'm Harish Koteti, founder of Cloud Optimize. Today's session is about giving you an introduction about AWS Observability. So we're going to learn what AWS Observability is, and so let's look at the agenda for today. So what is observability? Obviously, then AWS three pillars of observability, the key differences, and finally I'm going to share the resource which is critical for any architect to they have to read it and understand it. This is really the Amazon instrumentation guide. So let's go ahead and get started. So observability, the term is invented by R.E. Kalman in 1960s, I believe. And what he says is a system is observable if its state can be inferred from measurements. If that system can be controlled and observed, it can be optimized. So what he really says is, if there is a system and if you can measure it and infer and come to and draw some conclusions out of those measurements, then that system can be and then can be optimized. So basically we can go ahead and control, and if we can observe it, then we can go ahead and improve it. So that's what he says. So based on that definition, what does AWS say about observability is how well you can understand what is happening in a system, often by instrumenting it to collect metrics, logs, or traces. So that's what AWS definition of observability is. So it's all about how well you know your infrastructure, how well you know the applications running on AWS, how well you know the databases, whatever the workloads that you're running, how well you understand what is happening with them is really observability is. And you can do it with a bunch of things, which is metrics, logs, or traces. So that is the gist of observability. And now let's see the three pillars of observability. So AWS has three pillars. The pillar number one is monitoring, and the product or that allows you to do it is AWS CloudWatch. The pillar number two is logging, and AWS CloudWatch logs allow you to go ahead and has all the logging information. Finally, pillar number three, which is really the tracing of what is happening within an application, we have AWS X-Ray, which allows you to trace everything that is happening with an application, right from the user request to all the way to serving the request back or the reply back. So you can trace everything within an application. So those are the three pillars of AWS observability. So now let's talk about the key differences. What is monitoring? Monitoring can tell us that an application is not working. Obviously, if I'm monitoring it and there's a red flag, it will tell it is not working. So that's monitoring. Tracing can help us get to the root cause quickly and efficiently. If you're tracing the path of what's happening, and you know exactly quickly where the problem lies, and you can get to the root cause. And what logging does is logging can help us dive deeper. So you now know you're monitoring it, you know something is wrong, you're tracing it, so you know where exactly is wrong, and you're logging, then you know what you have the root cause. Then you go deep dive over and say, oh hey, this is the reason that this happened, and I can now change this particular piece of code and it should work. So those three things will help you, are the the three pillars, and those are the three differences between monitoring, tracing, and logging. When you combine all these three powerful three powerful aspects of observability, what observability can give you is information on business outcomes. So you're not running a system for fun, right? You're running a system to run your business, or it serves a business purpose. So based on that particular, all the combination of all these three, observability can help us, can give us information on business outcomes, system performance, capacity management. Let's say that it's performing slowly, and holiday season is around the corner, you're going to get a lot of traffic. Then what happens is you can plan for much more capacity, right? Auto scaling and things like that. So So observability is a combination of monitoring, tracing, and logging. Really, monitoring, tracing, and logging are really technical side of things, whereas when you come to observability, is really around those combination of those three technical aspects will help you around the key decisions that you can take around business. So basically, observability is used to go ahead and achieve your business objectives with your underlying system. So that's the key differences between these between monitoring, tracing, logging, and observability. So now the key resource that I told about is this one. It's in the AWS Amazon Builders Library. The link will be in the comments. It's called Instrumenting Distributed Systems for Operational Visibility. So this I recommend every architect and everyone who is building any system or architecting any system, and developer who's working on AWS to read, because this tells really explains the complete instrumentation philosophy of Amazon. Right, so it's part of the Amazon Builders Library. If you are not aware of what Amazon Builders Library is, Amazon Builders Library is really how they build Amazon and operate it. So they have everything in there, like they document everything, and this is one guide in those in that library. So I strongly recommend you go ahead and read it, so you understand why you should instrument, what you should measure, and a lot more. So yeah, I hope this session is really useful for you. I know it's just introduction, but we're going to do a deep dive sessions going forward. I hope this is useful for you. If yes, go ahead, subscribe to this channel, and then I'll keep posting content on observability, monitoring, and how to implement CloudWatch, and a lot more in coming days. Thanks a lot for watching, and talk to you soon.